and welcome to another Unitedsk8s Weekly. Or is it fortnightly? Or is it quarterly? Or is it once a month? How often are you doing them, James? Well, seems to be kind of needing a bit of content. Obviously with discos being done, we're into like what, 5-6 months? No discos. 5-6 months, no classes, no skater size, no roller derby, no Demonborough junior roller derby classes. They're all getting bored waiting. Plenty of skating outdoors, plenty of skating at ramp parks just now. Stockton in particular, a lot of skating there. Seem to have been there every single Saturday for quite a while now, which is really good. Been to the pump track loads, getting the legs strong enough, and also been through to Glasgow, went to a sugary spin thing at Kelvin Grove, been to Loading Bay with Kev a couple of times. I'm actually sitting outside the Beard's house right now waiting on him because we're going through to Loading Bay again. We're going to there's a ramp class on there tonight with Chrissy again, so that'll be quite good, hopefully. And the last one was excellent, so can't see why this one won't be just as excellent, if not better, because it is in an outstanding ramp park, which that Loading Bay is just something else. Anywho, Unitedsk8s Weekly, not a lot to report. Skate shop still getting loads of stock in all the time. The Moxie stuff is coming in dribs and drabs now. We're kind of seeing a monthly shipment to the UK from America, which is excellent because, you know, we're an itty bitty wee island compared to the rest of the world, but we seem to be getting random shipments in monthly, which means basically if you want any kind of Moxie or any Rydell product and you can't just get it off the shelf of any shop in the UK that's there, pre-order it, right? Now the tail of the tape is this: we have to tell you 12 weeks, because potentially it could take 12 weeks to get it to you, right? However, you can pre-order it and you might be lucky and it might come at the end of the month. I happen to know there's a shipment coming at the end of this month, which again, it's anyone that's pre-ordered, probably guaranteed. If you pre-ordered up to, I would say, you know, maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know. But if you've pre-ordered, you're in the running of getting whatever you need. Okay, so pre-order it. You know, the days of us just going onto Google and finding what we wanted and just getting it next day, those days are kind of gone because of the worldwide shortage with COVID and what have you, and the fact that everybody's gone bananas wanting to skate again. So, which is great, fantastic. But we have to be realistic that the shortage does mean that your opportunity to just go onto a website, oh, I like them, I'll buy them, oh, I like them, I'll buy them, and then, oh, they didn't fit, I'll return them. Things like that that's just gone now, you know, until we get through this crazy situation with the virus. And that's worldwide. You know, you have to pre-order what you want, so you need to make a decision of what you want, how you want it, and then get that order in for that stuff. And that doesn't matter where you shop. I think it's pretty much uniform throughout the UK, Europe. Everyone's having to pre-order. I know that some of the bigger companies out there that have got, you know, deep pockets, they'll probably be putting in massive orders so that they can turn around and say we've got everything in our store, and that's fine for them, you know, not a problem. That's good for the consumer, good for the skaters, which is never a bad thing. But if you're coming to us, yeah, we are at the pre-ordering. If you want something, you need to pre-order it. That is just how it's going. So, you know, there is a lot of Moxie jackboot and teal and black, but the popular sizes are completely gone, 5 and 6. So if you want a 5 or 6 in them, I think 7s are almost gone now as well. You need to pre-order them, simple as that. Lolly, pre-order it. Boot only, pre-order it. Now, I wanted to quickly get this in just before I go rabbiting on for hours and hours and hours, right? You know, you hear us always going on about the Moxie boots, and we're always, because that's what a lot of people are buying, right? It's not all we can get. I mean, we can get you the full Rydell range. The full Rydell range. You know what I mean? I've not got this sticker here for Rydell, you know, with the Rydell logo and everything for nothing. Anything from Rydell you can get. Now, I don't want to get into the you know, that covers Moxie, that covers Antic, it covers Rhythm, covers a wide range of skates and skating equipment. So, Antics, people are coming to me about ramp park builds and stuff like that now, which is fantastic. Do you know, I use an Antic AR2 for my ramp park skates, and I've put them together. I've got a Powerdyne Neo plate, I've got the CIB trucks on it, I've got some what have I got? Yeah, got them here somewhere, let me have a look. I've got the Vertex wheels, there you go, there, Vertex wheels, some disco blocks which we've got in stock at the moment, and another stock order going in just shortly. So that's my ramp park build, right? Built it myself, as I do with everybody's build. So you can order your Antics, you know what I mean? You can order your ramp park, and these things in a ramp park are outstanding. The support you get, the level of comfort in these boots, outstanding. Yes, they're a 300 quid boot, but do you know what I mean? You get what you pay for. It's as simple as that. If you're going to go 350 for a boot only Moxie Jack boot, just as great. These things are excellent. You know, if you're going to go, you know, a couple of £100 on a boot only for Lolly, yeah, great for the ramp parks, you know. But don't forget that the Antic product is still available on the skate shop, and you can colour lab it as well. I mean, colour lab is an extra 70 or 80 quid or something like that, you know. So, you know, have a think about that when you're building skates. You know, if you've got the money, that is, you know, a lot of people don't have that kind of money and don't want to spend that kind of money, but such, you know, if your passion is what it is, and it says to you, yeah, I can afford that, then don't forget about the Antic product. Rhythm dance stuff, we're going to launch some things on that on the skate shop very soon. We are sponsoring a well-known skater in the UK on the Rhythm side of things. We are in talks with another skater because we might also do a ramp park sponsorship, which are two people that I see online a lot, had discussions with both, and I'm just going to say I'm a bit of a fanboy, you know. I like what they do, I like their style, I like the sass that they have, you know. It's kind of, and they are how I see. I don't know these people personally, as in like friends or anything like that. They're just acquaintances, i.e. skaters. But I can see in them that they have a similar passion that this old fool has. You know, I mean, I'm just not far off 50 now. Well, 48, so not far off 50. These guys are a lot younger, obviously. And I can just see that there's a very, very similar passion there for what they do. So, you know, for the skate shop, it makes sense for us to invest in these guys, you know, help, you know, promote them, they help promote us, and we you know that, and that's kind of why, that's why I want to do it, is promote them, they promote us, you know. It helps the company keep going, you know, because we have no discos at the moment, and that was 90% of the income was the roller discos, and they're gone. So skate shop, we need to do everything we can to, you know, plug that, let everybody know that the skate shop exists, because you do not need to go to Europe to buy your skates. You do not need to go to America to buy your skates. If you're going to America, yes, go to America, buy your skates in America, because they'll be a whole lot cheaper. If you're importing them, you better get them from us, because you'll come across a whole load of import duty taxes and stuff like that, where you would have been cheaper getting them from us or any UK shop in the first place. If you go to Europe, you're paying euros. Euros are going to take them over what you would pay in the UK as well. The exchange rate, then the euro, the price that they are in Europe is not going to, it won't warrant, you know, travelling there to get them or getting them shipped from there. It doesn't make any sense when you can get them right here in the UK, you know, cheaper. It's a no-brainer. Anyway, so going ramp skating, Just wanted to chuck out a video to say hello. Right, we're still here. The shop's got loads of stuff on it. We've put in orders for loads of different stuff. If you go on and it's there, grab it while it's there. You know, if you want to talk about skates, you can message the skate shop on Facebook at United Skate Shop, Facebook / United Skate Shop. Just chuck us a message on there, we can discuss it with you. The best thing to do is have a shop around and see what you're into, see what you like, what it is you want, and then we can pre-order it for you, and it'll be either at the end of that month that you order, or you know, it might take the 12 weeks. It's as simple as that. Anywho's, good skating. So I'll speak to you again hopefully soon, and hopefully I'll have better news about the discos and stuff, because the discos, what's going on there? The discos, right, we were hoping to come back in October. We've spoke to several centres where the possibility of coming back is there. We have to manage the amounts of people, the numbers, and the all the restrictions around with COVID, and it's looking possible in 2 or 3, maybe 4 of the places. There's 2 or 3 that are completely out, that are just they've redoing their gym hall, or their gym is being moved into their games hall, so the games halls are no longer hireable. But the bigger ones are certainly ready to go, ready, waiting on us. But it does bring a bit of a problem where we're allowed in a couple of the halls over 100 people because of the size. So it's down to the square meters of the hall. So the square meterage of the hall divided by 9. I don't understand why it's 9, by the way, but the square meterage of a hall divided by 9 gives you the amount of adults, that's adults over the age of 16, that you're allowed in that hall. There is no restrictions on 12 and under, so you can have 100 adults in the hall, and you could have 100 12 and under in that hall, and that is absolutely fine. The problem that we have as a company is we are not funded to operate, okay? So, you know, for us to hire a place, which all the prices have gone up, all the prices are going up for the hall hires because of all the work that centres are having to do post-COVID, and to keep everybody safe, and all the different restrictions that have been put in place. So the hall hires are going up. What I'm getting at with us not being funded is, you know, some of the places that are opening again that have been funded, you know, they're community interest companies or something like that, where they rely heavily on funding to operate, where their staff have already been paid for the year. Maybe their rent on the facility they're using has been paid for the year, or, you know, something along those lines, where they can afford to go from 100 people per day or 100 people on a Saturday down to 30, down to 40, you know, to keep in with the guidelines. So they can afford to do that because they've already, you know, been funded to operate. We have not been funded to operate, so therefore we need to look at numbers, and numbers through the door dictate whether we can operate or not, because we get no money from nowhere and no one. So, you know, to tell us to hire somewhere like the Disc in Dundee or the Aberdeen Beach Centre to say to us, oh, you can only have 30 people in there, that would mean 2 or 3 different sessions. Well, their hall hire price has gone up, so 2 or 3 different sessions, it just doesn't make it viable. It's just not viable. So we have to go by the guidelines given to us, which are the square meterage of the hall divided by 9 gives us the amount of adults, and, you know, what I've already explained. So, you know, it's very difficult for us. We are really between a rock and a hard place, because what we want to do is we want to operate, we want to bring our discos back to you, we want the discos to happen, we miss you all like crazy, and that is a fact, right? We are not greedy people, we never have been, we've always kept everything as low as we can. You know, this is a business of passion, it's a hobby, it's more than just a company. The company, yes, it is a company. Yes, a company has to have profits to operate. Yes, a company has to make money to operate. Yes, we're not a community interest, we get no funding. So what I'm getting at is for us to drop numbers is really difficult to make it happen if we drop numbers. But we can drop numbers in some of the bigger halls, which we're prepared to do. So it then takes us on to, we can have 100 people in the beach centre. We can have 100 people in the disc. But that's all fine. That's all due to the guidelines. What we're battling with is the fact that 100 people in that centre is then a gathering, a large gathering. We're also being told to avoid large gatherings. So even though that space and the government's guideline dictates that you can have that amount of adults in that space, we're also being told to avoid that. So it makes it really, 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 really difficult for us morally. It's morally, because it is what we're passionate about. We love this. Skating's what we do. It runs through my veins. It's the one thing that keeps me absolutely sane in everything that I do. So trying to operate within these guidelines is very, 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 very difficult. We're only at phase 3. We were told we couldn't get in our classes or anything back until phase 4. That's still the case, I believe. We, want to start. We want to get the discos back. We want to get back to some sort of normality, but we are being prevented to. So, we are really good to go. We're ready to go. We're waiting to go. We're, it's totally, it's a moral thing at the moment where we're battling with it. So we're hoping, right, that on the 1st of October when Nicola Sturgeon puts out the next update on the situation, that we do move to phase 4. It's looking unlikely just now because I think it was meant to be on the 14th, which was yesterday, I believe. And it never happened. So and now it's been pushed back to the 1st of October. Well, we had pretty much most of the events, not all of them, sort of lined up, kind of ready, kind of, right, are we ready to push the button to go? Kind of, but we now can't until there's been some sort of decision made on the guidelines. So you're looking at probably the 1st of October before we can, really give you any more information. And here I wanted to come on for 5 minutes and I've ended up talking for about 20, so wouldn't it be like me? So if you have watched this to the end, that's where we're at. That's what's going on. I wish there was more news, I wish there was better news, but that is exactly where we are at as a company. We're ready to go. We're just waiting on the halls, waiting on the government guidelines changing, waiting on it's just so difficult, as you all know. I mean, that it's difficult, but other places are opening, and that roller stop in Glasgow, they've opened and there's no music, everybody's skating around in masks. In my other job I work with a mask on. It's not a biggie, it's not a big problem, it's actually alright, so I could skate around in a mask. I don't know, I'm going to cut it there and I'll hopefully speak to you in another week. I'm going to go to Glasgow. I'm going to go skating. I can see the beard, Kevin. He's coming to his house, so that must be we're ready to go. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you listened, any questions, james@unitedsk8s.com, or put them up on below the video. Just chuck your comments in there. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, click the wee bell. Stay in touch with us. It'd be really good to hear from you, and we'll speak to you soon. Okay.